trapping on the low, lurking in the mode like I'm running from the popo. Remember when we did it for life? Just noticing all these things got me trimming the knife. Always finds a new thing like riding the bike. Let's do things in one sitting, but I don't feel like selling for the time being. When I was young, I used to dream about the palm trees. After the summer achievements, I got
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be seeing how things are going to be going forward because this is going to be round number two, match number two. This is going to be a best of three series. So, you guys have three games of PUBG to look forward to. And by the way, if you guys don't know what this tournament is, this is ISRL. And this is going to be focused on the little kids right now, all the school children who are looking to get into their first colleges, go ahead and they participated in this tournament, and people who are going to be having a better placement in this tournament are going to be getting assured seats, and the winners will be getting scholarships. So this is quite a new thing coming into the esports scene, and things are looking to be pretty good right now because you see all of these students. They are going to be the next generation of esports stars, and especially since mobile gaming has been shooting up over the years, we're going to be seeing PUBG Mobile being at the forefront of the situation, just tunneling all of these students to their glory, which they so deserve. And we are going to be looking at the best of three series, and each of one of those maps is going to be Sandhog, because Sandhog, you are going to be getting down into one of those smaller maps, and since this is a solo game, you're also going to be looking at a lot of bloodbath, and with a lot of bloodbath comes a lot of fun also. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're not just going to be seeing the winners of round number two, match number two. We're also going to be seeing who are going to be the two lucky winners who are going to be getting that 600 UC cash. And this is, by the way, the giveaway which you're going to be doing for the live stream. And if you don't know how to participate into that, go ahead and check out the description down below, and you'll actually get all the information that you need to go ahead and participate in this giveaway. Avail yourself a little bit of a chance to get that 600 UC cash, because free cash is all, by the way, it is a good thing. It's good cash. Free cash is good cash, and that is coded by me also. So and this is looking to be pretty intense. The lobby is going to be getting ready in a little bit, but what you guys can do in the meantime is go ahead and check out Playtonia's Facebook page, check out our YouTube channel, and also check out our Instagram handle. And meanwhile, while you're there, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be the only stream. We're also going to be streaming for a couple more days. And if you don't want to miss out on any of that good PUBG Mobile action, go ahead and tap that bell icon so you guys get to know when we are going to be going live next. And also, each one of these days we are going to be giving away that same 600 UC cash for two lucky winners. So you don't really want to miss out on any of that. So go ahead and tell your friends, tell your family, tell all the people that you know that ISRL is happening, PUBG Mobile is happening, and we are going to be seeing how this is going to be turning out into the esports scene. And talking about PUBG Mobile in particular, you know that PUBG Mobile is one of the largest games in the mobile platform right now, if not the largest. And we do see a lot of people playing it, and you have to give credit where it's due. It is a free game, and there's a lot of content that PUBG Mobile offers, which are not even a lot of PC games do. And also the fact that you have accessibility with all of these mobile phones, which, by the way, if you don't have a mobile phone right now at 2019, I am sure that you need to go see a doctor or something, because that is something wrong. Something is going wrong with you guys. I mean, yeah, that is a thing which I don't really want to open up that can of worms. But talking, getting back into the fact, mobiles getting a little bit more accessible, and PUBG Mobile being a well optimized game for a lot of mobile devices is going to be proving that this is going to be the next runner up for the top esport game coming right up. And we are going to be getting into the lobby in just a little bit. And what you guys can do is go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let us know what we can do better for you guys as Playtonia, because we do a lot of tournaments, a lot of esports, and what you guys need to do is to make sure that you guys don't miss out on any of that. So go ahead and follow us on our social media. Just let us know what we can do better to what other games you want to see us host an esport tournament with. Leave it down in the comment section below. And if any one of these guys over here who's gonna be playing in this round number two, match number two, if you guys know any of them, go ahead and tag them, tag their social media over here down in the comment section below, and we'll actually see how that is going to be going on. So the match is going to start in about 30 seconds, and we already see people are scurrying about. One of the big things about PUBG Mobile and PUBG in general is the fact that when the game actually starts, you get to interact with all these other players, show up who's boss, throw a bunch of oranges at their faces, and let them know who is going to be the winner of the match or something like that. You won't really get to know that, but you can, surely flaunt off all of your skins as the highest Royale Pass, and who is very fancy skin, and that is gonna be Fox with a Royale Pass level of 100, and things are looking to be pretty good right now. And let's actually see how that is gonna be going on, because th things are looking to be pretty good right here, and we are gonna be looking at the flight path pretty soon. And let's actually see how that is going to be going on. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is PUBG Mobile, and this is going to be quite an exciting game. And since this is Sandhawk, we do have a lot of things in order. You have a lot of these hotspots like boot camp, like all of these Serious San Me, Painan, which is right at the dead center of which is right at the dead center of the map. And if you are going to be one of those people who lands there, this is going to be pretty good right now, and you will be able to see how exactly these players are going to be going. And coming right into boot camp right here, we see there's already going to be two people. They're probably going to be making contact anytime soon. And okay, make that three actually, since there is going to be SK, there's going to be Trap Trick, and there's going to be Mutant. And joining in from the left side is also gonna be Renesis. So things are looking to get pretty heated up. 23 people are alive, and this is PUBG Mobile. And I'm pretty sure that you will see bodies dropping anytime soon. And talking about all of these players, let's actually see how this is gonna be going forward. We see Traptrick, he has an S12K, and I guess he has a QBZ, and he is going to be swapping up that S12K for a Car 98K. Car 98K being one of the better guns in this game. The 7.62 bolt action rifle can deliver a one-hit headshot kill on anything lower than a level 3 helmet, and that is exactly what these guys have in mind. But also, mind you, the fact that you have a bolt action rifle, so there is that little bit of a delay between firing all of these bullets, so you have to be careful if you're going to be picking up this gun, because it's not for everyone. And things are going to be getting pretty heated up if you are caught with your pants down after you fired a bullet, and loading up that another one into the chamber, and someone just comes up from behind and shoots you in your ass, and that is not going to be something which is ideally preferred. So bootcamp, things are looking pretty even. Nobody's really killed each other. We do see one person has died somewhere around the map, so only 22 people are going to be alive as of now. We do see Fate Mutant and SX, not SK, sorry, SX and Mutant. They are going to be in close vicinity. SX is going to be into the garage building, while Mutant is going to be looting over at the main building. And coming back to one of these settlements right here, we do see I Am Sam and a bunch of other people. Okay, actually, I Am Sam is going to be right outside of boot camp, and it looks like he might be meeting a person right in front of him, so he needs to be careful about that. And talking about the zone right now, look at where the zone actually is. It is going to be focused around the northern side of the map, and you do have that bridge area that you need to be careful for people who are going to be crossing from the western side to the eastern side. And you do see a lot of people are in the vicinity of boot camp, so I'm pretty sure that you will be seeing bodies dropping anytime soon. And you do see there is going to be one lone person at Sami, and they will have to make their way up north. Just like Game of Thrones. So nothing really surprising right there. And we're going to be looking at I'm Sam. He's just focused on the guy in front of him, and it looks like Nitesh. I guess both of these players have an idea that there is going to be a player right in front of them, and we do see Nitesh. He's actually going to be vaulting over on top of those crates. Let's just hope that he does not get spotted out by I Am Sam, because I Am Sam is also keeping an eye on where he is. I'm pretty sure that he knows, okay, Nitesh has vaulted up that crate right there. If this was me in an ideal situation, I would probably, lob down a grenade or two to flush out Nitesh or I Am Sam to get out of their cover positions. But it looks like neither of them have that thing going for them where, you just get an idea to throw down a nade. And it looks like these guys are just gonna camp over that area. Nitish is gonna be losing his patience in a little bit, so I'm pretty sure that he's going to be making a movement anytime soon. And looking back into the settlements campong right there, we do see Iron Man with an AKM, and dare I say, is that a 6x on an AKM? Not really advisable, but if he can make it work, I'm pretty sure that I'm not one to comment on that. And exactly opposite to where Omega the guy is, there is going to be one more person on the opposite building, so he needs to be careful. And coming back into boot camp, we do see Niteshi has changed his position, has gone inside of the garage. I Am Sam, he's still crouched over behind that crate, making sure that he can catch the person going outside of boot camp unawares. And he probably will be able to do that. But coming back into Kampong, we do see Sukrit has made his way inside of the building where Iron Man is, and Iron Man has taken a little bit of damage, so he needs to be careful. But the zone is not going to wait for any one of them, and we do see Sukrit. He's going to be moving forward, but no, Iron Man is going to be getting that kill onto Sukrit, and that is going to be him going down, and all of the loot being claimed by Iron Man. And we do see the first drop of the game is going to have a Groza and all of the level 3 gear. And we do see over at Sami, Alec with that okay, that is going to be an AKM, I guess. So he is going to be rolling with that AKM, and he needs to be careful because there is going to be one more guy over at this settlement right here. That is going to be number 4, and nobody's really close to getting that loot drop. Nobody's anywhere close to getting that, so I'm pretty sure that until the later stages of the game, this one is still going to be unclaimed. By the way, it does have that level 3 gear and that Groza. Groza is not really something which you want to play with for long range, at least, because it does have that recoil, which is going to be pretty hard to control. And we do see the zone is going to be closing in, and we see around 4 to 5 players who are outside of the zone, especially the guys over at Sami. That is going to be Alec and one more person. So we will be seeing in a short while who is going to be victorious over at that battle, or maybe Alec is just done with that and he's just going to be making a beeline towards the zone. But I don't think that is gonna be anytime soon. The drop is gonna be sitting there lonely, waiting to be claimed, and that is not gonna be happening anytime soon because people are just gonna be scuttling about, just making sure that they get into the zone, and a drop is not something they can worry about. And Sandhawk does provide you with a lot of guns already, so it's not a prerequisite to go ahead and check out the loot box, because whatever you get over at the map already is going to be pretty good enough, and you don't really need the gun from the loot crate, because that is just going to add on to the fact that you can get a little diminishing returns, because you are going to be revealing yourself if you're going to be going for that loot box, and that is not something you want in an ideal situation. And boot camp is in the zone, so all of these players who did land onto bootcamp, they have not really moved an inch. And we do know that if any one of these guys are fortunate enough to vault off the buildings, it is going to be pretty hard, because people are going to be keeping a keen eye onto these open spaces, and if they do figure it out, they are going to be going down. So this is a game of patience. But it does look like Crabtrick is in a better position than Mutant, because he is in the dead center of bootcamp. So the crosshairs from all the other players surrounding him is gonna be something which he needs to deal with. But it does not look like they're gonna be making a move anytime soon. While Alec is gonna be making his way towards the zone, he is taking a lot of damage from the blue zone. He needs to be careful. I didn't really catch if he got that kill onto the guy who was in Sami with him, but since he is taking a little bit of damage, I don't really think he has time to worry about the guy who is behind him. And I'm pretty sure if the guy behind him is still alive, I'm sure that he's not going to be worried about that. And talking about losing patience, we do see Traptrick. He's going to be vaulting out of his building. He's just making sure that nobody is in the neighboring ones. But little does he know that if he is going to be moving forward, he is going to get spotted out, and he needs to make sure that he is going to be making his way onto the other side of boot camp. He's going to be getting into the main building, and we do see the second airdrop of the game, and it is going to be near Paradise Resort. So that is going to be having an MK14, one of the best DMRs that you can get in the loot drop. Unlike the Groza, which is not really, giving you that advantage because the MK14 in long range is pretty devastating. And since it is a DMR which does deal as much damage as a Kar 98K, it is going to be quite hard to deal with. And coming back into boot camp, it looks like Mutant is going to be in the same building as Traptrick, and I would hope that these guys are going to be getting into a fight anytime soon. Traptrick is going to be over at the other wing of the building, while Mutant is going to be camping over at the other side. And coming back into the settlement fights, we do see Iron Man with that QBZ. He did previously get that kill onto the guy who was pushing him over at that side, but it looks like the enemy did not really have any good loot or something, because we do still see Iron Man with a level 2 vest and a level 1 helmet. And level 1 helmets are not really any good. It's not going to be making that much of a difference if you're going to be getting into a dogfight, because if you do, a headshot from an AKM can get you killed, and that is not something you want to deal with. So I would suggest Iron Man to go ahead and go look for loot. But it looks like Iron Man has other plans inside, because there is going to be MST Fox right in front of him, and that is something he needs to deal with. And look at okay, PUBG, it's more like PUBG, man. Just look at that that motorcycle over there just leaping about. That is something funny you can see over at a game of PUBG. If Legend says that if you do roam around the map enough, if you do manage to stay alive, the gods of PUBG do bless you with those little bit of bugs over there, which are visually pleasing. But I'm certainly sure that if anybody is gonna be bumping into that bouncing bike, they're gonna get killed, because PUBG is a game like that. It is pretty unfair, but it is fun nonetheless. So that is why not a lot of people complain about the bugs. But we do see back into boot camp, Mutant and Traptrick are gonna be getting into a fight anytime soon, because the Molotovs have been thrown into the building. But it looks like Mutant, he knows where Traptrick is, so he's just gonna be keeping a keener eye onto that corner. Traptrick did make a little bit of noise, so Mutant knows, okay, the guy is gonna be coming over from his right hand side. But he also needs to worry about the people over at the other buildings, because if they do get a better angle on him, that is going to be him going down. And we do see Traptrick, he is going to be going forward, just making sure that he gets a better position. But it looks like all of these people, all of their positions are going to be revealed in just a little bit. I'm pretty sure that Traptrick and Mutant are gonna kill each other anytime soon. I would give the advantage towards Mutant just because he has that 7.62 weapon right there, and it looks like Traptic is gonna be priming up that grenade. The grenade is not gonna be getting the kill onto Mutant. It is gonna explode right where he was dying. As Mutant, he heard the noise of the grenade being primed up and he went for the kill. And that is why sound is very important in this game, because you do get to hear all of those little details, and those little details can spell the difference between getting that kill and getting yourself killed. And Mutant, he's gotten that kill and he is gonna be getting a little bit more loot. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be sorted out for the rest of the game. And coming back onto all of these barren landscape fight, which is going to be happening in a bit. We do see Bundoit is going to be in a good position. He's just, going prone over at the rocks. He's going to be waiting for a guy to pass over. I'm pretty sure that he heard that noise, but it looks like he's going to be looking at a wrong direction. He has a level 3 helmet to work with, but still has a level 1 vest, so he needs to be careful to not take a lot of body shots. And we see Sharma, who is going to be right in front of him, the player number 11. He is going to be making his way towards him anytime right now. So Bundo 8 needs to be a little bit careful about that. He is looking at the wrong directions, and I can't really blame him. I'm pretty sure that not a lot of noise has been made by Sharma, but he is making a little bit of noise right now as he's moving over. And Bundo 8, he knows that Sharma is going to be moving forward, and he gets that kill. And the zone is going to be closing forward, but he does not give a damn hoot about that. He needs that loot from that body, and he is going to be getting that. Probably, upgrading his vest if he has level 2 vest, but I don't think that is going to be the case. And he is going to be looting him up and moving forward into the zone. And meanwhile, we do see a Car 98 kill, Car 98K kill somewhere around the map. So I guess people who did pick up that bolt action rifle are making the most usage out of that. And Bundo 8 has not really taken a lot of damage, which can certainly be healed up by taking a bunch of boost. Meanwhile, the Mutant has spotted out a guy over outside of boot camp. That is going to be Horrid, player number 16. He is going to be healing up right now. Let's see what Mutant sees in his crosshairs, because it does not look like Horrid is visible towards him. But Mutant needs to be careful about the other players who are around boot camp. There is still going to be SK, who is in that garage building, has not moved an inch. I mean, the amount of patience that these guys have is just showing how how prepared they are to win this game. They're not letting any of this phase them. And we do see Mutant, he is trying to look for the kill onto Horrid, but sadly he's going to be missing a lot of those shots. So he's just deciding to move over, trying to change his position, get a better angle or something, so he can get the decisive kill. He already has 1 kill though, so that is going to be already 5 points going in his favor. But a lot of time has passed and 17 people are still alive, so I am pretty sure that a bloodbath is incoming. And that is a good thing about PUBG, because if people are going to be playing this passive, and once the zone does close in, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to be killing each other. And that is something which I prefer than seeing a lot of kills going on in the earlier stages of the game. Meanwhile, we do see Mutant. He has spotted out Imsam right there. He is going to be going for the kill, but no, he is going to be messing up a lot of those shots, and that is going to be Imsam. He's going to be safe for now, and he has revealed his position to Imsam right here. Muted, he's made a mistake right now, so he needs to make sure that he changes his position, because if he is going to be caught unawares with a grenade or something, he is going to be in a pinch right now. And meanwhile, we do see Iron Man versus Bundo 8 about to happen right now. Bundo 8 is trying to push into that little settlement where Iron Man is going to be holed up, but it looks like Iron Man is not going to be making a move anytime soon. While the Molotov is going to be primed up by Bunto 8, is going to throw it into that building right there, and that is probably going to flush out Iron Man from getting outside, and yes, he does, and Bunto 8 does manage to get that kill. 3 kills as of now, so Bunto 8 is the player to look out for in this game, if I can say so myself. So he needs to be careful, but I'm just gonna be saying the fact that there is gonna be one more player around the settlement, so he needs to be careful about that just behind him. So don't really waste a lot of time trying to get those loots right there, because there is gonna be evil smoke right behind Bundo 8, and the evil smoke is gonna be changing his position right now. So if he is gonna be making a lot of noise, that is gonna be Bundo 8 figuring that out, because he has proven himself to be a formidable opponent, getting 3 kills already in the early stages of the game. So he has certainly been hunting down his fair share of players, and he is making every point count as of now. Meanwhile, getting back into boot camp, which is quite near the zone, not exactly inside of the zone. We do see Mutant versus Alec, which is about to happen anytime right now. But no, Mutant is actually going to be getting another kill. It's probably going to be the kill on the player who's on the opposite side of that boot camp area. Meanwhile, we do see Yash. He's going to be running towards the zone, but little does he know that right behind him is going to be one more player. That is going to be Plain Pilot. What an ironical name that player has. And it looks like Plain Pilot is going to be making his way towards Yash. He's probably going to be getting that kill if he catches him unawares. We do see Hooded, who is going to be near the boot camp area. He's going to be looking for an easy pickoff or something, but I don't think that is going to be possible. But no, we see Pro Gamer 9001 with that ghillie suit and that AKM trying to get that kill onto the guy right there, and that is going to be Harshit. He's going to be taking a lot of damage, but no, he goes prone. The guy in the ghillie suit is going to be going for the aggression right now, and we do see the smoke being popped up by Pro Gamer right there, and he is trying to look for a kill, but no, he's changed his position. What the hell are you doing, Pro Gamer? You're certainly not living up to your name. You're just missing up a lot of these shots, and that is probably going to be getting you punished right there, and yes, it does, as Harshit gets that kill onto Pro Gamer, and that is going to be probably the ghillie suit going his way. So meanwhile, over at the bootcamp area, we do see Alec did manage to get one more kill over at bootcamp, and it looks like Rowdy Rathor is going to be getting that kill over there. And I think both of the players who were trying to go for that are going to go down right now. While we do see I Am Sam with that level 1 backpack, the Core 98K, and that AKM. Does not really have any kills, but he does have the positional advantage. Only 6 people are going to be alive right now. You do see Raj, he's going to be getting the kill of the guy who's camping over at those rocks. Plane Pilot is going to be at a closer position, so Raj needs to be careful about that. He's just sticking to these rocks, just hoping that they would give him more cover, and certainly it looks like it might, because Plane Pilot is not really looking at his direction. He has other things to worry about. He needs to get inside of the zone, and he probably will, but he needs to be careful about player number 10, because that is going to be Raj. In a better position, he does have that little bit of a heal, which is going to be protecting him from a lot of these players' point of view. While Plane Pilot, he is out into the open, but since he is prone down, that is going to be him having that little bit of an invincibility going towards him. Meanwhile, we do see Harshit, who, by the way, had claimed all of that ghillie suit for himself, is going to be changing his position, has a better position right now. He will probably be able to get a view onto Alec, who is going to be over at the further side of the garage building, while Renesis is going to be at the nearer he is going to be at the nearer garage building right now, and this is quite an interesting zone because we do see a fair share of buildings and also a lot of open space. Meanwhile, we do see the coastal area which Raj is actually occupying, with that rocks giving him enough cover to make that plays, while the zone is going to close in once more. And this is gonna be the decisive moment where a lot of these people are gonna be killing each other, and let's see who is gonna be the better player out of these 6, because things are not looking good for Renesis. He only has level 1 gear, and also he does not have a good gun to work with. Meanwhile, Harshit is gonna be racking up a bunch of more kills right now. 4 kills as of now. With that, getting the kill onto Plane Pilot, and we do see him. He is trying to go for one more kill, and yes, he does. With that AWM, gets that kill onto Alec, who was at the further side. While Raj has an idea that Harshit is going to be coming forward, goes for the shot with that Core 98K, but no, that is not going to be dealing enough damage. But no, Imsam is going to be getting that kill onto Raj, but Harshit has spotted out Imzam's position, so he is going to be priming up that grenade, just trying to flush him out of those rocks, and he might be able to do so. Imzam is going to be moving forward. I guess he's not going to be doing it just yet right now. Imsam is in a better position. I guess the nades were a little bit off point, but Imsam has revealed his position, and look at how the zone is going to be closing in towards him. Another grenade is going to get locked down right there, so Imsam is going to be forced to move. Let's see if he's going to be shot at, and yes, he does. He is going to get shot at by Harshit, and he is going to go down, but no, Harshit right behind you onto that garage building is going to be the last player that you have to worry about, and that is exactly why you need that level 3 gear, because that is going to make sure that you get that kill. But no, Renesis, he's going to prime up the grenade, but no, the grenade is not going to get that kill onto Harshit. Harshit does not have a vest to work with, but he does have that level 3 gear to work with. But Renesis, he only has a Vector and an S12K to work with, so he needs to be careful. Not an S12K, that is an M16, I believe. So he can certainly make this work, but it looks like Harshit is going to be throwing down that flash, and Renesis walks right into that, and Harshit is going to be getting that kill. And GG, ladies and gentlemen, Harshit is the winner of the first match of this best of three series, and he actually ended that with 7 kills, mind you. So that is going to be a lot of points, plus the fact that he got chicken dinner. So things are looking to get pretty heated up, and what a play that was by Harshit. He made sure that at the end of, when it was a one versus one situation coming up right now, things were looking a little bit hard because Harshit was getting that kill onto the third player, but Renesis was sadly not able to get that kill onto Harshit because he was getting shot at with that Vector from Renesis right there, and Vector really not a good gun which you want to go with. I believe he did have an M16, and it was kind of confusing why he did not go for the kill with that M16. But sadly, Renesis thought otherwise, and he got paid for that dearly. Missing out that chicken dinner by an inch's breadth. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game number one, and Harshit is going to be the winner of the first game of round number two, match number two. But this is not going to be the only winner you're going to be seeing over at this live stream, because we are going to be giving away two lucky winners, 600 UC cash each. So if you guys don't know how to participate in this, just go ahead and check out down in the description below, and you guys will know exactly what you need to be equipped with, so you have an availing chance of getting that lucky 600 UC cash. And that is going to be a lot of free cash which you can use over at the game of PUBG Mobile to get yourself all of that beautiful skins to work with. And this is going to be quite an amazing series, as we did see match number one going a really long distance. A lot of people just killed each other at the later stages of the game. Not really a lot of fights happening in the early stages on, but this is a best of three series because people can play out their pace. You can probably start out match number one with a slower pace, go full on crazy with match number two, and probably at match number three you can probably go a little bit moderate. So you have that nice even line of gathering up, tallying up all of those scores. But we will see how match number two proceeds after a break. We will also be showing the scores which all of these players have accumulated. So don't really go anywhere. Strap on your seatbelts, grab yourself some popcorn, because we are going to be looking at a game of PUBG, and this is ISRL, and this is also Siddarth Prashanth, also known as Old Bear, and I'm going to be signing off for just a short while.
apart, but we don't need to talk. S-I-L-E-N-T, we don't need our words to speak. S-I-L-E-N-T, let your body set you free. S-I-L-E-N-T, follow me, I'll take the lead. Let go of your thoughts. My mind is muted, but I feel my body talk. So don't let go. Stand by the water's edge. I touch the surface and I feel you and we connect. So don't say no. Our minds are far apart, but we don't need to talk. S-I-L-E-N-T, we don't need our words to speak. S-I-L-E-N-T, let your body set you free. S-I-L-E-N-T, follow me, I'll take the lead. We don't need our words to speak. S-I-L-E-N-T, we don't need our words to speak.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Oldbear, also known as Siddharth Prashanth, and we are going to be looking at the ISRL PUBG Mobile live stream. And by the way, this is round number two, match number two. So this is going to be a best of three series. The first match was actually, it just got over, and if you guys have missed out on that, you can check the live stream later on. And what you need to do to, follow us on whatever live streams we do. Go ahead and check out Playtonia's Facebook page. Give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram because you will be updated on whatever we are doing that way. And coming back into match number two right here, we are going to be getting into the map number two in just a short while, where we are going to be seeing the stats in also a little bit. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, what you can do to also get something out of this live stream is go ahead and participate in the giveaway, because two lucky winners, two lucky viewers of this live stream will actually get two 600 UC cash. So go ahead and check out the description below so you actually know how to participate in this giveaway and avail yourself a chance to win that win that 600 UC cash which you so deserve. And with that being said, without any further ado, let's go ahead and check what the stats for match number one is. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be seeing the stats for match number one right now, and that is going to be Harshit Jindal, who is ranked number one, who, by the way, also got the chicken dinner, is going to be leading the scoreboard with 135 points. While we do see I am Sam and Alec both with 95 points each, and we see okay, no, okay. It looks like the second place is going to be shared by four people. I am Sam, Alec, Renesis, and Ricky Sama. All four of them are going to be sharing that 95 point score. So this is quite surprising. Over at third place, we see Goku Minati. Okay, that is a weird name right there. Something very relatable to someone we know. And Goku Minati is going to be having the third place with 75 points, and following that we see Rinki Copito with 70 points, which is also going to be shared by ASDFG. Such a typical name, man. What a lazy guy he must have been to name himself ASDFG. But he's also going to be there with 70 points. Also Gautam Kumar with 70 points, so that is going to be fourth place being shared by three people. Well, we see at the bottom of the top 10 is going to be Horrid with 65 points. And we do see a lot of these people, they don't really have any kills, but they have made it a little bit further into the game, and that has proved that they are going to be getting a little more points than a lot of others. And some people have compensated for their lack of points by getting a lot more kills, but Harshit, he is not satisfied with that. He is Sharmaji Kapita because he is a overqualifying guy, and he just proved that it's not just enough to get that chicken dinner. He also finished it off by getting 7 goddamn kills, man. So this guy is looking to be pretty good. But without any further ado, let's actually get into match number two. Okay, that actually rhymed once more. So I'm not even doing this intentionally. I guess I have a talent for I wouldn't say talent, a knack for rhyming maybe. And getting into match number two right now, we do see the players to look out for. That is obviously going to be Harshit and a few other people who actually got a bunch of kills. I wouldn't say that the guy who actually got second place in the last game is someone you need to worry about, because he did not get that points because he roamed around and showed off his skills. He got those points because he stayed in one place, which is still a valid way to play this game, and which is probably gonna get you a little bit further than if you went in a little bit recklessly. So not really going to bash on him or anything like that, since that is a valid strategy. But getting back into the game, the people these guys have to worry about is especially going to be Harshit, who got that chicken dinner in the last game, paired up with those 7 kills. And we are going to be getting into the game right now. Once again, Sandhawk as usual, a haven for solo players, by the way. And we see Fox as usual with that 100 level Royale Pass, who is going to be rocking that skin for the plane. And we do see the flight path coming right now. It's going to be starting from Sami and is going to be ending at Monglai. So this is going to be quite a typical flight path. Nothing too special about it, but we do see a lot of people are going to be going towards boot camp, and this is something we have seen. This is something recurring from our first match of PUBG in ISRL. A lot of people seem to think that going towards bootcamp is a good idea, and most of the time it does, because once you do manage to get a little bit lucky, clear out the place, you will get all of that loot to yourself, and also being protected by all of these buildings. You can probably camp it out over there if the zone is going to be favoring you, and that is what happened in the last game. But we'll see what is going to be happening right now. As meanwhile, in the main building of boot camp, we see Sharma actually going to be getting the first kill, and that is going to be the first person going down. That was pretty sad for him, but very good for Sharma. He is looking to be pretty low, has a QBZ, is going to be picking up that vest. Okay, he just forgets to pick up that vest. That is kind of surprising. Okay, he does manage to pick up the vest. It just took a little bit of time for PUBG to actually register that movement. But PUBG is a mobile game, so you can't really expect everything to be well optimized. But it is still a very fun game to play, and certainly is kind of esports ready. Meanwhile, we do see Iron Man as usual landing into boot camp. He's going to be landing over at the further side right there. He's just going to be trying to get all of those loot, while we do see Mutant and Fox are at their closest vicinity. And look at what Fox is wearing, man. He is wearing some very fancy ass gear. And this is something you need to be wary of, because all of that color, all of those popping colors is probably not going to blend well with the environment. So if you do go prone, it is highly likely that you will get your head shot. So getting back into the game though, we do see Mutant. It seems like he is spotted out exactly where Fox is. I do believe he did just catch a glimpse of him. He has an M4 to work with. I don't know if he has a scope to go with that or not, but if he does, good for him. He'll probably be able to get that kill a little bit easier. It does not look like Fox is aware of that position of Mutant, so he's just going to be going for that loot a little bit recklessly. Goes down to the ground floor, is probably going to vault out of it, and Mutant might get that kill, but it looks like Fox is gonna be a little bit reserved over his movement. He's not gonna be making any reckless moves as to reveal his position. But no, Mutant is gonna be running over at the opposite building, so that is probably gonna be a lot of sound being given towards Fox, and he might know what is happening. Meanwhile, over on the other side of the map, we do see Alec. He's actually going to be getting one more kill, so 19 people are going to be alive. And we do see in this settlement right here, we see Zeus, Yash, and Bundo 8 are going to be at very close vicinities. Zeus is going to be circling the compound of the settlement, just making sure that he has a better positioning compared to these two people. Because, getting a grenade lobbed at you while you are at a room is not going to be something you want to be at. But we do see Zeus is going to be getting that kill onto Yash. So that is going to be one player down over at the settlement. So that is just going to be leaving Bundo 8 and Zeus to fight it off against each other. Because it looks like Bundo 8 needs to cross Zeus if he wants to get out of the settlement. But it looks like Bundo 8, he's not really aware of of Zeus's position. Okay, I think Zeus does not know that Bundo 8 is still in the settlement, because he was the one who made the noise. So his position is probably going to be revealed. While Bundo 8 is getting a little bit reckless, he's going to be making a lot of noise as he's going to be moving forward. Meanwhile, looking back into boot camp, but throwback onto boot camp, we do see once again Mutant and Fox not really moving an inch. I guess both of them are aware of each other's position. So we might just see a recap of the last game, while Mutant is just going to be camping over at boot camp. A very fitting name for a very fitting place. Camping over at boot camp. That does sound a little bit fancy when we say it like that. But we do see Bundo 8, since he does know that there is going to be Zeus over at the settlement, he's just going to make sure that he gets onto this dumpster, goes prone, just gets a better hiding spot, and he can probably get a lot more information this way while not risking himself. Meanwhile, over at bootcamp, we do see Fox taking a lot of damage, but no, he went to go for the reload, and Fox is going to be getting the kill on the Mutant. So Mutant is going to be going down pretty early on in the game. A little bit of a contrast compared to what we saw in the first game. But I guess Fox is giving him a run for his money, and he's going to be claiming all that loot to himself. But we do see the vest that he is donning right now is going to be pretty much damaged, so he probably needs to get a better vest so he can hope to get a better placement into the game. He did spot out a level 1 vest, which is probably going to be a lot better than this damage level 2, but he really did not go for that, so that is a little bit confusing. Meanwhile, we do see the first drop of the game, and that is going to be landing over at the far eastern side, over at the water, and the closest person towards it is going to be Nitesh, and Nitesh is not really gonna be having a lot of trouble. Nobody's gonna be contesting him for this loot, and it does have that M249, has that scope, and also all of the level 3 gear that he needs to get a little bit further into the game. Meanwhile, getting back into this settlement right now, Zeus, he's not really moved an inch. I guess he's still a little bit paranoid as to one more player might still be here over this settlement, so he's not going to be making a move. He's just going to be waiting and playing. Waiting and baiting is the name of the game. As Bundo 8, he is going to scuttle about, he is going to run out of that settlement, he is going to change his position, probably try to get a little bit deeper into the zone, so his position is not something he needs to worry about. Well, Nitesh, I don't really know if he took that M249 or not. I'm pretty sure that he took all of that level 3 gear, and he's probably going to be pretty sorted out for the rest of the game. Coming back into a little bit of a skirmish over at the open wastelands, we do see Sukrit. He's going to be running towards his zone, but little does he know that towards his left is going to be one more player, player number 14. Meanwhile, over at the settlement, Zeus does get that kill onto Bundo 8, while Raj, who did place a little bit deeper into the game during match 1, is going to be getting into a little bit of a fight between Sukrit and himself, and Sukrit is trying to prime up a grenade or something, and it looks like Raj has revealed his position. Sukrit, though, he does not have a lot of places to run to cover. The grenade is going to get primed up by Raj right now. He's going to be throwing that over at the trees, and that is going to be getting the kill onto Sukrit. Pretty clean gameplay coming from Raj, and that is a very worthy kill, a very clean kill, and that is going to be his loot going towards Raj right now, and the zone is not looking that far from Raj, so he's probably going to be making towards it without any further problems. Meanwhile, over this little settlement right here, Renesis is going to be getting into a little bit of a fight between himself and Programmer 90,001, and it looked like Renesis might have the advantage because Pro Gamer is moving a lot recklessly. He is, crouch walking here and there, but I believe he has made enough noise for the guy Renesis to actually get a better position, better understanding of where he might be. But we do see Pro Gamer, he is going to be opening the door right now, and that is going to be Renesis getting that kill. Pretty clean wait and bait game being played by Renesis, and that is going to be one more player going down, 13 people alive in this game of PUBG over at Sandhawk, and it looks like this is certainly looking to be a lot more interesting than the previous game. So let's actually see how this is going to be panning out, because we did see Renesis, who, by the way, he did place a little bit higher over at match 1, I believe top 10 placement right there, so he might have a better game right now since he did rack up that kill. But coming back into boot camp, we did see Sharma, who actually got the first kill of the game. He is still going to be over at the central building of boot camp, just going prone, trying to scout out some information, trying to get an easy pick off or two onto all of these players. Meanwhile, we do see the second drop of the game, and that is going to be landing near Bhang. And that is going to be in the middle of nowhere, a lot of open spaces right here, even though these grooves, I don't really know what exactly it serves. I guess it's like a vine groove kind of an area for where the drop has actually landed, which is also going to be sporting an M249. So that is going to be two LMGs in the game right now. I don't know if anybody is going to pick up that second drop. We will know that as soon as someone does. So as of now, though, we do see Sharma and Iron Man who are going to be occupying the boot camp area. Sharma is going to be getting out of the central building. Is probably trying to scout out an escape route, trying to get a better position, probably find a way out of boot camp. And it looks like he might be in a good position because the zone is going to be clipping boot camp just a little bit. He might need to put a little bit more effort to get into boot camp, but I don't think that is going to be that much of a problem. Meanwhile, we do see Pyro DSX. He is going to be getting near boot camp right now. He's probably going to be running into I am Sam, and he needs to be careful because if he does, he needs to get that kill and he needs to make his move onto the zone. But it looks like I am Sam is aware of DSX's position because DSX did make a lot of noise, and I am Sam is there with a surprise, and he gets that kill onto Pyro right there, and that is going to be one kill going the way of I am Sam. And he has a little bit of time to work with, so he can get into the zone pretty easily. You probably need to boost up if he's going to be taking a little bit of damage, but not really something you need to worry about that much. Meanwhile, onto the other side of boot camp, we do see Raj, who is going to be getting towards that little settlement right here. He is inside of the zone, so I don't really see a reason for him to make a move. But Fox is going to be inside one of these buildings, so he needs to be careful. Meanwhile, we do see, okay, what the hell, man? Like, you can't really put a 6x onto the Vector and hope that it all works out because this is not a gun you need to put that on. Probably put that onto the AK and swap out a close range scope, or even maybe go no scope onto the Vector because that is not going to be doing a lot. A questionable choice of play being made by Alec, but I'm not really going to be bothered about him. He did get that one kill already. His level 3 vest is going to be a lot damaged, so he probably needs to look for a replacement for that. Probably a level 2 vest fresh off at the ground is going to do the job. Meanwhile, we do see Raj. He is going to be making his way towards the zone, and he might just run into Renesis and one more player, so he needs to be careful about that. Meanwhile, Sharma is going to be at the edge of the blue zone, just scouting out the horizon and trying to figure out if he has a better position or something. Meanwhile, we did see Raj. He did take a little bit of damage, but it looks like he is going to be safe for now. Meanwhile, Fox has made his way deeper into the zone, so Sharma is not in any immediate trouble unless he spots out Fox, because Fox is directly in front of that hill and he might get a better position if he moves a little bit forward. But it looks like Raj is going to be the one who's going to be in a lot of trouble because there is going to be Plane Pilot. And by the way, Plane Pilot and Raj did make it a little bit further into the zone during match 1 also, so not really going to be surprised about that. Raj with one kill already, he's going to be making the most work of that. But meanwhile, we did see Nitesh, he gets one more kill, and we do see one more drop coming onto the map right there. That is going to be a little bit closer towards Rupam Datta right there. He's going to be getting that drop right now. I don't really know what that has, but it certainly has that level 3 gear, and that is going to be working out in his favor later on in the game. Let's just hope that he does not get sniped out of nowhere by Zeus, because Zeus is quite close to where Rupan Datta is, and he needs to be careful about that and not be as reckless, making a lot of noise. And it looks like Zeus might have spotted out, okay, there is going to be one guy over at the settlement, so he needs to be careful. Meanwhile, Fox, he's just doing his own thing, has one kill. He's just going to be getting a little bit deeper inside of the zone, just trying to get as much loot as possible. I don't really see the point of looting this later on into the game, but 10 people are alive and Plane Pilot, everybody is pretty spread out. So this is going to be quite an interesting thing to watch. And look at the view from right here. We can see all of the spots which these people can use to take cover, and that is going to be this is going to be quite a hard thing to deal with because the only place which does have a decent amount of cover over there, except for all of these trees, is going to be the quarry area. But you would consider quarry to be more of an open space, because if someone does catch someone down at quarry with no cover, that is probably going to be them going down. And we do see I am Sam probably with 2 kills right now. He has a level 3 vest, so not really going to be surprised about that. Probably looted that out of the corpse which he just shot or something. And we do see Reaper Zeus and Rupam Datta. They are going to be going for a fight anytime soon. Zeus is going to be getting a little bit closer towards Datta right there, but no, Datta was going prone. He waited a little bit too patiently to, lure Zeus a little bit closer, but no, Zeus did manage to spot him out, and that is one of the reasons why going prone is not the answer all the time. But we did see Zeus did manage to get a lot of information by firing those shots. Probably not had a suppressor, so that would have given him a lot of information towards people like Raj. So he needs to be careful about that. And we do see Zeus. He is gonna be moving a little bit forward, and he needs to be careful about I am Sam, who is right behind him. And it looks like Fox is gonna be getting the kill onto Sharma. So that is gonna be, the people from boot camp just killing each other, and Fox obviously is gonna be getting on top of that. And Zeus is gonna be using all of that boost right now, just making sure that he's geared up and ready to fight when the time is right. And he does have a decent amount of guns to work with. Meanwhile, we did see Iron Man, who is all level 3 up, has an M4 to work with, and I believe an AKM for his secondary weapon. 2 assault rifles is not really a bad idea, so I'm not going to nitpick on that little detail. While we do see Nitesh and Plane Pilot, they are going to be at opposite buildings right here. A lot of trees in between them, so they can take their time to make a move, but I don't think that is going to be very necessary. As Nitesh, though, he is on top of the sentry tower and probably has a better angle onto Plane Pilot if he is going to be going forward. So he needs to be careful about that. And by the way, he does have that M249 and also has an M4 to work with. So a good mix up of weapons. The only thing I would be worried about is the fact that the M249 sucks up those 5.56 bullets like a vacuum hose, while the M4 does not really use up a lot of bullets, so he needs to be careful. Well, yeah, things are getting a little bit interesting right here. A lot of people are just snaking around. A lot of people are making their home over at these hills right here, not really getting towards the quarry area. And it looks like a fight might pop up anytime soon. I would predict that it's probably going to be Nitesh or Raj getting the kill onto Plane Pilot, because he looks to be pretty sandwiched. But Nitesh also has a better angle onto all of the rest of the players who are surrounding him. So he can probably wait it out and not get a little bit greedy, try to go for the kill and reveal his position, because his positioning as of now is the best that you could have seen throughout the game. But we do see Fox, he is going to be getting a little bit towards the zone. He is not into the zone yet. The zone is going to start to move in about half a minute, and he probably needs to change his position. He is keeping an eye onto Quarry. Not, I don't really know why. Probably thinks that there are going to be people coming over from that side. But plot twist: nobody is in Quarry. People are going to be on top of the hill where you're supposed to go, where the zone is. So he needs to be careful about that. And we do see Raj, he is going to be scuttling about, just using those rocks and grass to his best potential, just moving to a better spot so he can probably get a better chance of surviving towards this next zone right here. And we do see Alec, he is also one more player who needs to move towards the zone, while Fox is going to be keeping an eye over at his behind. Not really going to be surprised about that. Alec is yet to make his move towards the zone, so he needs to make a move ASAP if he plans to, survive a little bit later on into the game. While Fox is going to be moving towards Nitesh, and Nitesh might just get a freebie onto Fox because he might catch him unawares as he is trying to move up that hill. But if he does get that shot onto Fox, that is going to reveal his position to Plane Pilot and also Raj, who's going to be at the further side. And it looks like Fox might make a move towards the zone anytime right now as it is closing, Well, Raj is gonna get spotted out by Omega Iron Man, and Iron Man is gonna be getting that kill, and he's gonna be getting a little bit towards the zone, and he's probably gonna be a little bit safer right now. Meanwhile, Fox is gonna try to get on top of the sentry tower, but he needs to be careful. But no, he is making a move right now. He's keeping an eye on to plane pilot, but no, Nitesh on top of that sentry tower is gonna be getting the return kill, and that is gonna be one more player going down, 5 people alive, and this might probably be the decisive last zone, as Alec and Zeus are going to be on the opposite sides of this little settlement right here. The drop is going to be there. Not, I don't think that that one has anything. I believe it has been looted out already by Iron Man. And Nitesh is gonna have to make a move a little bit towards the zone, but he needs to be careful. There is going to be Iron Man who's gonna be waiting for him, and Zeus, by the way, who has 3 kills already, is gonna be going prone over at one of these settlements, just making sure that he has a better angle. And look at I am Sam. He gives no F. He's just going prone over at that bush right there, and that is, a better strategy. Going prone at one of those larger bushes does provide you with a lot more camouflage than going prone in the middle of nowhere. So you do see Alec, he is gonna get spotted out by Zeus, and that is gonna be Zeus getting that kill. But Zeus needs to be careful because right in front of him is gonna be Iron Man and also I am Sam. So this is gonna be a tricky situation that these guys have gotten themselves into. Iron Man needs to be careful about I am Sam's position because I am Sam is probably in a better camouflage position, but it looks like Iron Man is not going to be making a move anytime soon. He's going to wait and see where the next zone is going to be, and it looks like I am Sam and Iron Man are probably going to be at the closest vicinity. And maybe if one of these players gets a little bit impatient, throws down a nade or something, they can probably lug down onto the target, get that kill. But this is going to be this is a highly likely situation. Probably going to be Iron Man getting the kill onto I am Sam because he does have that high ground advantage. But also, getting into the camouflage factor once more, Iron Man does not have the advantage that I am Sam has. But it looks like I am Sam is just painting me wrong, as he's going to be getting out of cover. He hears the noise being made by Reaper Zeus, and if he tries to go for a kill onto Zeus, he's probably going to get spotted out by Iron Man right behind him. But it looks like Zeus and I am Sam are going to be getting into the fight, but it is going to be I am Sam who's going to be the victor. But it looks like Iron Man, he has spotted out I am Sam right there. He can probably get that kill. I am Sam is so goddamn low, but I am Sam, he does not want to get that fight. He is going to be taking cover behind a rock, just making sure that he heals up before he decides to take a fight. I believe Iron Man actually got up before getting into that fight, and that probably revealed his position. And 3 people are going to be the only ones left alive. Iron Man is going to be having just 1 kill, while Nitesh, I believe, has one confirmed kill, according to my knowledge. And it looks like I am Sam is looking to have the better score between them. But Nitesh, though, he is at the better position since he is, fighting low ground and his position has not been revealed just yet. He can probably go for a fight, but it looks like Sam is going to be priming up a bunch of Molotovs and grenades. He does have that, and it looks like the zone is not favoring any one of these players. And Sam is just inching a little bit towards that high ground right there. The smoke has been put out by Nitesh right there. That is going to reveal his position, and it looks like Sam is going to be moving towards his position. And let's actually see if which one of these players are going to be killing each other, because I believe once the first kill is going to be going down, the last player is going to go ahead, get up and try to get that kill as decisive as possible, as soon as possible, because that way he will be able to get a free victory. But it looks like Nitesh is going to be getting into a fight between I am Sam, and it looks like Nitesh is going to be getting on top of that, and he's going to be moving towards the zone. But little does he know that there is going to be Iron Man who's going to be fighting against him. But it looks like Nitesh has the advantage, and Nitesh does get that kill, and that is the magic of the M249. Ladies and gentlemen, we see the winner of the second game is going to be Nitesh with 4 kills, and we do see Iron Man trailing right behind him with 1 kill. And I am Sam, who played an amazing game with 3 kills over at third place, and Reaper Zeus at fourth place with around 4 kills. And what is a little bit surprising right here is the fact that the players who actually got chicken dinner at the previous game are nowhere to be found. They're not even at the top 10 right here. So this is getting a little bit this is getting a little weird right there, and that is going to be match number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this, but we are not done yet. We still have one more match to go, and that is going to be deciding who is going to be proceeding to the next later stages of this tournament right here. But we're not just going to be finding out the winner of that, we're also going to be finding the winner of this giveaway after match number 3. So what you guys can do is just check out the description down below, so you guys get a chance to participate in the giveaway and avail yourself a chance to get that 600 USD cash. And 2 lucky winners will be getting that, so not just one. You just have to participate. Just follow the instructions and rules and regulations which you'll find down below over at the description, and we will be seeing you with the stats before match number 3, the cumulative stats between match number 1 and match number 2, and also the individual stat for match number 2. So that is going to be painting a lot of perspectives. But what you guys can do in the meanwhile, while we are going to be rolling the commercials, is go ahead and check out Playtonia's Facebook page. Give us a like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram so you guys get to know that what Playtonia is up to, and you guys hopefully can participate in a lot of our other esport tournaments, because this is not the only tournament we're doing. We have a lot of things cooked up, a lot of games: CSGO, Dota, PUBG, and also a lot of other games which we have planned in mind, especially Raising Sins, which I don't really want to talk about right now. But that is something we have in store for you. But if you want to know more, go ahead and check out our social media handles, where you'll find all the information that you need to participate in all of our other esport events. But with that being said, grab yourself some popcorn, strap on your seatbelts, and I'll be back after a short commercial break, because we are going to be getting into match number 3 of ISRL.
In your shadow,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Olber, also known as Siddharth Prashanth, and we are at the decisive point of today's live stream. This is going to be map number three of this best of three series, and we are going to decide who is going to be qualifying for the next round of ISRL PUBG Mobile. And things have been looking a little bit better compared to game number one. We did see a lot more kills, a lot more action, and a lot of bloodbath during game number two, especially a bunch of grenade kills, which we did catch on the live stream, which was pretty good by itself. And we saw how it was working out. And we are going to be getting into the scores of all of these players from match number two, and also the cumulative points between match number one and two in a short while. But before doing that, go ahead and give us a like on our Facebook page, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram. But we are going to be looking at what the point score is, and we see for match number two, it is going to be Nits who got the chicken dinner with 120 points. Over at second place is going to be I am Sam with 105 points, who actually got third place at the actual map, but he is going to be on the second place because of the three kills that he got. Meanwhile, we see Praveen L with 105 points, also tied to second place, and we see Sam D with 100 points over at third place right here. We do see Fox with 90 points right now, and let's actually see Alec with 85 points right here, and Ricky Sama with 75 points over here, and Goku Minari with 70, Honey underscore one underscore official in all caps with 65 points, while Rupam Datta is going to be at the bottom of this top 10 with 55 points. So this is looking to be pretty good. A lot of players from match number one who got those scores are not to be seen yet. But adding up to all of those points, you see it is going to be I am Sam on top of the points chart with 200 points, followed closely by Alec with 180 points, Ricky Sama over at third place with 170 points, Renesis at 145 points, who's also going to share that place with Goku Minati, who also has at 145 points. We do see Harshit Jindal, who with 140 points. By the way, he is the guy who got the chicken dinner during match number one. And we see Nits, who, by the way, got the chicken dinner during match number two, is gonna be all the way down, and he only has 135 points. While we do see Sam D with 130 points, while Praveen L with 105 points, and Fox with 90 points. And you see the scoreboard right here. A lot of these players, except Goku Minati, have a bunch of kills. Goku Minati got where he is by just playing it, by not playing PUBG. He just played, Sniper Elite or something, because that is what you do. You just camp around and wait until the game gets over. So this is looking to be pretty good. But ladies and gentlemen, in a short while, we will be getting into match number three. But you guys have something to do, because once match number three is over, we are going to be announcing the winners of the giveaway. So you guys, what you can do is go ahead and check out the description down below, so you get to know how to participate in this giveaway and avail yourself a chance to win 2x 600 UC cash. And two lucky winners will
I'm
be getting
tired
that,
of
so don't
hearing
really
you.
miss out on this chance and
Break
participate right now,
time.
so you don't really regret it later on. I have a lot of regrets in my life personally, and I certainly don't want me not getting that UC cash being one of them. And we are going to be getting into map number three right now. And look at Hani Sharma. He has a very fancy skin, and you did see him rock a little bit of a dance right there, showing his moves. It's not going to be anything as close to Fortnite, the amount of goofiness, but PUBG Mobile, it has its own flares. It has the better player base. It has a lot more people playing, and it is obviously, since it's mobile, it's a lot more accessible. You don't need to go towards a PC, a high-end PC to play PUBG. You can just have a crappy mobile phone with just the bare minimum, and you can make sure that you get to play this game at its fullest potential. Just lower down the settings, and it's gonna work out for you. And we do see the flight path. It is actually going to be a special flight path right now. It is going to be starting over at the northern side, and it's going to be ending over at Kampong. So this is quite a different flight path, but I don't think it is going to show a lot of difference to where the people might be landing. As usual, a lot of people are going to be going towards a boot camp. Nothing surprising right there. Boot camp has been, one of the favorites, and we do see Hani Sharma, as usual, is going to be getting over at Bootcamp, who, by the way, he got the first kill over at match number 2. He's going to be landing at the central building right there. He is not going to be wasting any time. There is also one more guy who landed with him, so he needs to be careful. He needs to get a gun ASAP and make short work of the enemy that who is in the same building. And yes, he does. He gets that 7.62 gun, and that is going to be the first kill right there. Plain Pilot is going to go down, while Alex is going to be going down over at the central building, being killed by Hani Sharma. And meanwhile, we do see Programmer 90,001, who's going to be over at boot camp. Probably if Hani Sharma is going to go a little bit aggressive right now before all the people start, camping over at their buildings, he might be able to get a couple more kills. But I don't think that is going to be the case. The name of the game has been camping for quite a while. A lot of these players do tend to do the same thing, and nothing really surprising. It's just the same players again and again landing over at bootcamp, getting those initial frags and just camping over and trying to figure out their solution from there on. Meanwhile, coming back into the map, you see the zone is gonna be a little bit similar to what you saw over at match number 2. It is gonna be focused around the north and the eastern side of the map. The southern side is untouched, but we do see a lot of people did land over at the southern side, so they will have to make their way over into the zone, and that is going to be proving a little bit tough for them. Meanwhile, over at Camp Charlie, it looks like Raj has monopoly over all of the loot over at this area, and he's probably going to be getting a lot of that, while Hani Sharma back into boot camp, he's going to be getting a lot of those guns right there. Did spot out a 5.56 gun right there, so he's going to be using that probably. Meanwhile, we do see Omega Iron Man as usual over at boot camp. He's going to be looting all of those border buildings. He does not have a lot to work with. He has a level 1 helmet, a level 2 vest, a level 2 backpack, and he does have that M16 and also the QBZ to work with. That is my choice of preference when it comes to guns. The QBZ is pretty good when you're spraying close range, while the M16, pairing it up with a 4X or something, is gonna be a lot better at long range compared to a lot of DMRs like the SKS and the SLR, because you don't see a lot of recoil compared to those, and you will make the most of the situation. And coming back into one other hotspot, we do see Sukrit is going to be having monopoly over the Paradise Resort. So probably you can expect him to have a level 3 vest or something, because Paradise Resort does have a lot of loot, and he might probably be able to load himself up and get a better position later on in the game. While we do see back into boot camp, Pro Gamer, he's going to be swapping out one of his guns for an AKM, has a Tommy gun for his secondary, not really advisable. He's going to be picking up a scope, probably going to be camping over at this garage right here, because it does have those boxes which he can climb on top to, and when players, unknowing players, when they do make their move onto that garage building, they will be caught unawares by Pro Gamer 90,001. And yeah, Hani Sharma, who did get that second kill, by the way, he got the second kill in this game. It's not looking that good, but he is gonna have that level 2 helmet, which has taken a lot of damage, so he probably needs to search for another one so he can get a better gear. Probably, that is gonna reflect a little bit later on into the game. He does throw a grenade into his building. I don't know what that is about. Maybe he got a little paranoid, thought that there was going to be one player, since Pro Gamer 90,001 was moving outside of the building. But that is not going to work out in his favor. That is just a waste of a grenade, and probably he's revealed his position to all of these players who are at the outer buildings of boot camp, especially Mutant. Look at him. He actually has an AKM and an M16 with a suppressor. So long range fives probably gonna be sorted out by Mutant right there. But he needs to be careful because we have seen Hani Sharma get out of tougher situations than this. And over at the distance, we actually see I Am Sam, who, by the way, is at the top of the scoreboard. Let's see if he can, translate himself later on into the game so he can still keep up his lead, or if he is going to be giving that up by trying to go a little bit more aggressive and gets paid for that or something. So he needs to be careful about that. Meanwhile, we do see Renesis right here gives no F. He's just like going around on his bike, just covering a lot of distance very shortly. But he does get shot at by Fox though, so he is gonna change his position. He's gonna throw out a smoke so he can probably get that bike and change his position right now. He is going to be doing that in a short bit. The smoke is going to give him enough cover so he can make this move a little bit deeper into the zone. And he probably is going to be going a little bit deeper into the zone. Nothing really surprising right here because positioning does matter. But meanwhile, getting back into boot camp, it looks like Hani Sharma is making a lot of noise over at the central building. A programmer 90,001 is going to be inching a little bit closer towards that he is going to be inching a little bit towards that central building right there, and Hani Sharma does go prone though, so he might have a better advantage. He's going to be swapping out that damage level to a helmet for a fresh one, so he is looking to be pretty good. The only person he has to worry about is Mutant from behind, but Mutant won't be able to get a better angle onto Hani Sharma unless he gets on top of that building that he is in. While Pro Gamer, though, he looks to be in a bit of a trouble right here because he is gonna have to face Sharma, Iron Man, and Mutant. While the best idea that he can do is change his position and not really reveal his position like he just did. Throwing down the grenade. I don't know. I don't really get what that is about, but I do believe that that is certainly a mistake because that has revealed his position. And meanwhile, we do see the first airdrop coming right there, and that is going to contain the AWM with the extended quick draw mag. So that is going to be a lot more bullets going down the magazine, 2300 magnum bullets, which by the way you only get through drop, so you have a very limited amount of ammo that you can work with if you have that AWM, and also all of that level 3 gear to boot. So he is going to be pretty sorted out as of now. Pro Gamer 9 2001, he is gonna be camping over at that building, and it looks like Hani Sharma might know exactly where he is, but he needs to be careful. Getting on top of this building is not really the brightest of ideas because he can get flanked. And look at him, he's actually getting up right now, trying to get the kill onto Pro Gamer 90001. Probably has a good angle. I believe he does. I believe he knows exactly where he is. He's just trying to find a better angle so he can try to get that kill, and yes he does. He is getting a lot of damage done onto Pro Gamer 90001, but he has revealed his position, so he needs to be careful. That is something about PUBG. Once you do make a little bit of noise, the minimap does show the location of all of these players. While Hari Sharma is going to be looking forward, and I believe he does manage to catch a glimpse of Pro Gamer over at the ground floor, and Pro Gamer is going to be changing his position, so that is going to be spotted out by Hani Sharma right there. But I don't think Hani Sharma is going to be making a move, but he needs to be careful of the other players who are there in boot camp right there, especially that is going to be Iron Man, who he is running towards, so he needs to be careful about that. And we do see Hani Sharma, he does not really care about that. He just wants to get the kill onto Pro Gamer, and he probably might be able to do that once he gets off this building. But it looks like Pro Gamer, he has other plans. He is going to be running out of boot camp, while Hani Sharma throwing down that Molotov. I believe he didn't really catch him moving out of boot camp. Meanwhile, we do see Nitesh. He is going to be running into Renesis right now. Renesis did crash onto that building right there. And okay, he is looking at the wrong direction. Nitesh, what the hell are you doing, man? And it looks like Renesis is going to be a little bit safer for now. He is going to reveal his position, and that is going to be Renesis going down, as Nitesh is going to be getting his first kill. And Renesis is down right now. And 16 people are alive. Pretty early on into the game, not as eventful as match number 2, but certainly looking to be interesting still. Iron Man, though, it looks like he can easily get a kill onto Sharma if he just climbs on top of that building, but I don't think that is going to be happening anytime soon. Meanwhile, we do see over near Quarry, DSX is going to be making a move, but little does he know that towards his left is going to be Yash, and Yash is going to be prone behind that rocks, and he probably might be able to get that kill onto DSX, and DSX does not really know anything about that. If he turns around, he might be able to spot him out, but it looks like Yash is also not giving a hoot about DSX. I don't think he's playing with sound or something, because if he did, he would probably be able to spot out this guy's location. But we do see Bundo 8 versus Raj, which is going to be happening in a little while. Raj, who by the way got a soul loot of Camp Charlie, and nothing really surprising. He has that level 3 helmet and all of that gear to work out in his favor. Has that M416 and that Car 98K to work with. So he probably is looking to be a lot healthier than a lot of other players. He does vault out of the building though, so he needs to be careful because there is going to be a guy quite near him, that is Bundo 8, who's on top of the hill. So he needs to know his location before he does anything. So let's actually see how that is going to be working out. Meanwhile, we do see Fox and Yash also at the same area, and it looks like Yash, he did let DX actually pass him. Maybe the reason why was because he was worried about Fox, who was right in front of him. Maybe he's aware of Fox and he's not aware of DX. But once these guys start shooting at each other, I'm pretty sure that their locations are going to be shown up. Meanwhile, we do see Raj, he does manage to spot out Bundo 8's position, as he is changing his position right now, going towards Raj's right while he is going prone. So Raj needs to be careful. Maybe if he can get a peek over with a Car 98K, a headshot will be able to spell the demise of Bundo 8. But it looks like Raj is still using the third person perspective to its fullest potential, just trying to get more information before he does anything. But it looks like Bundo 8 is going to try to push him, so he needs to be careful about that. Meanwhile, we do see the second drop of the game. It does contain an AUG, which is pretty good compared to an M4. It is certainly not as good as an M4, but you can still work with it. It does lack a little bit of attachments which you can put onto that. And meanwhile, we do see Bundo 8 with that Car 98K trying to get that kill. Meanwhile, a lot of people are going to be going down. It looks like Fox just ran into Yash, and Yash is going to pay for that with his life. Going prone for a long time is not really advisable, but we do see the fight which we are quite expecting is the one between Bundo 8 and Raj. We do see the corner 8K shot is going to be whiffing from Raj right there, so that has revealed his position. So Bundo 8 needs to be careful right now, and Raj is trying to go for another peek. Bundo 8 is going to be swerving left and right, playing it like a boxing match, while Raj is going to be changing his position. He's going to be going towards the road, probably trying to get a better angle onto Bundo 8. And it looks like he might be able to do just that, as he is going a little bit towards Bunoy. He probably has an idea that, okay, he ran into one of those buildings. But Raj also needs to be careful about the guys right behind him. And Raj is making a move out into the open, so he needs to be careful. The level 3 helmet will not protect him all the time. And it looks like Trap Trick, player number 13, and one more player are going to be at the closest vicinity. I believe they are in this same settlement, just next buildings right there. And we do see the other player is going to be White Beer. That's quite a fancy name. I like a name with a beer on it. Well, we do see the third airdrop dropping right next to Paradise Resort, which also has an AWM, an 8X, and all the level 3 gear, plus a medkit. So that is going to be quite a treat for whoever is going to be getting that. And it looks like the player who's close to getting that will be able to get that pretty soon. While Whitebeard, he needs to be careful. He is making a lot of noise. And it looks like a Trap Trick might be able to get that kill on Whitebeard. He does manage to spot him out, but he does whiff a lot of those shots, and Whitebeard, he does get that cover behind that rock. So Trap Trick is going to be changing his position, trying to get a better angle. He probably might be able to do that, as we do see Whitebeard, he is going to be healing up right now. And it looks like he has spotted him out. Trap Trick has spotted him out, and he is trying to go for the kill. He will be able to get that pretty easily, and yes, he does. Trap Trick just changes his position, gets a better angle, and gets the kill onto Whitebeard, who goes down with 0 kills. So I don't really know how exactly that is going to be working out in his favor. I'm pretty sure that he's not going to be in a good position over at the scoreboard. While we do see over near Painan, a lot of players are going to be going towards on top of this hill, just circling at the edge of the zone, trying to get a better angle. And it looks like Nitesh is looking to be in a good position, has his pan out. I don't really know what's the deal with that. Meanwhile, we do see Bundo 8 gets the kill onto Iron Man right there. A little bit surprising. I didn't know Bundo 8 was that close to boot camp. I believe Iron Man was still camping over there, so not really going to be surprised. Is Nitesh going to try to get a kill with a pan? If he does, I believe that is going to be quite amazing. But I don't think that is going to be the case. It looks like Harshit is quite aware of what Nitesh is up to, so he needs to be careful about that. But it looks like both of them are looking outside. I believe if Harshit, okay, I believe Harshit has made a little bit of noise. So Nitesh might just be able to get that kill with a grenade, and it looks like Nitesh is aware of Harshit's position, and he's just going prone, just crawling about, trying to get a better angle, and he might be able to do that because Harshit is not really looking at the right side. And it looks like he's just priming up a smoke or something. And yes, Nitesh does get that kill out of Harshit, and that is going to spell the end of Harshit's run in this tournament, as even though he got the chicken dinner during game number 1, he did not make the most of it. He did go down pretty early on. He did not even get into the top 10, and Nitesh is going to be using that bike right there. And the bike, oh my god, that's the thing about PUBG. The vehicle is so goddamn realistic that you need to have actual skill to actually ride that. And it looks like the tire is busted or something. No, I just guess that it's just bugged out, or maybe it ran out of fuel. So Nitesh is going to be forced to go towards the zone on foot, and he probably will be able to get into the zone pretty easily. Meanwhile, we do see the people who are inside of the zone. We see Mutant, Raj, and Bundo 8. And Bundo 8 is looking to be in a peach of a situation, as he's already gotten a bunch of kills. I believe he got a kill onto Iron Man, who was moving out from boot camp right there. And we do see he. Okay, I guess that is the only kill that he got. He only has one kill, so Iron Man was the only kill he got. So we do see Raj, though he looks to be pretty sorted out. The only thing he's missing is a level 3 vest and probably a med kit. But other than that, he looks to be pretty healthy, not really taken any damage. And it looks like Bundo 8 might be moving towards Raj right there. And it looks like both of them have an idea that the players will be there. But it looks like Bundo 8 is going to be playing it a little bit more passive. He's going to be camping over at that large bush, which is going to be giving him a lot more cover. He's just going to be boosting up, just making sure that all of the boosts that he's accumulated don't go to waste because he just gets killed from behind or something. And Yash, though, he is inside of the zone. He is in quarry. He's just trying to, heal up and make sure that he has a fighting chance of getting inside of the zone. It is 400 meters away from him, so he needs to make a sprint ASAP if he decides to get into the zone. And it would be a very pathetic thing to, go down to the zone over at match number 3. But you can't really talk about a lot of those things because some things are indeed quite unfortunate. And we do see Bundo 8, he is going to be making his way towards all of the players, as Yash is trying to make the run towards the zone right there, and it looks like he goes down. Okay, so that is quite surprising. 10 people are going to be left alive. And Raj and Bundo 8 are probably going to be getting into a fight anytime soon. And it looks like Raj is scuttling about towards the edge of the zone, trying to get a better angle onto where Bundo 8 might be. But right now, though, he just crouches up and runs, and that might just provide Bundo 8 with enough information. While Trap Trick over on the other side of the map gets the kill onto DSX. Raj, though, he needs to be careful as to not make too much noise and alert Bundo 8 of his location. While we do see I Am Sam, he is in a good position. He's gone prone right beside the rock, and I Am Sam actually has a lot more kills. And it looks like I Am Sam is going to be spotting out Honey Sharma, and Honey Sharma is going to be going down. I Am Sam is going to be getting one more kill, and that is going to be him going to top 8, and that is going to evaluate a lot of his points right now. And it looks like Bundo 8 is going to be making the rotation. It looks like Raj still thinks that Bundo 8 is on top of that hill, but no, Bundo 8 is not. Bundo 8 does spot out Raj's position. He gets the kill onto Raj. He probably needs to make a run for the zone right there, and he needs to make sure that he does not get shot or something. He is going to be making his way towards Reaper Zoo, so he needs to be careful, and he probably will be able to get into the zone without taking too much damage. Okay, he is not going to. Okay, he does go down. So the play zone has claimed yet another life, and that is going to be Bundo 8 going down. And we are going to be left with just 5 people alive, and things are not looking too good for all of these players. And we do see Nitesh, he is going to be getting a little bit close for his comfort towards I am Sam, and also Trap Trick is going to be there. Everybody's gone prone, everybody's just snaking around, and it looks like I am Sam, he is just watching all of this, being the observer that he is, just looking to grab some more points and qualify for the next round. And we do see Trap Trick and Nitesh, they are in very good angles right here. If both of them can catch any one of them onto their sides, they will be able to get a kill pretty easily. And you see the zone right there. The zone is going to be favoring a little bit of a settlement, a lot of rocks also, so they need to be careful. Trap Trick though, he is gonna be revealed by Nitish, is gonna spot him out, and that is gonna be an easy kill for Nitish. And Nitish has revealed his position to all the other players who are near him, so he needs to be careful. 3 people are gonna be left alive, and this is suddenly turned out into a slugfest right here. I believe it's Mutant, Nitish, and I am Sam. And let's actually see who the next player is. No, that's not actually I am Sam. That is going to be Reaper Zeus. So I am Sam did get eliminated. I believe he'll probably get 4th place or something. And we do see Nitesh. He is in a good position. And all the players are going to be at the edge of the zone, while Mutant, who by the way, I believe this is his first top 8 position in this tournament, so he needs to be careful. We do see Mutant, he will probably have a better angle onto Reaper Zeus, and it looks like the zone is going to be favoring Mutant right now. So things are looking up for him. Reaper Zeus will have to make his way towards the zone, crawling about just with Nitesh right there. But it looks like Mutant has spotted out Zeus right there. That is just going to be 2 people alive. Nitesh knows where the last person is going to be, and Mutant, he needs to be careful. Nitesh is going to be at the edge of the zone, but no, if he needs to get into the zone, he will have to move towards one of those trees, and that is going to be a lot of cover being blown out. And maybe this is going to be a grenade slugfest or something like that, because Nitesh is certainly aware of where Mutant is, but I don't think Mutant is aware of where Nitesh is. So he has one chance, prime up a Molotov or a grenade and try to make the most of the situation, because the zone is not going to be working out in his favor. And it looks like Nitesh might tick down to the zone if he does not make a move anytime soon. The zone is going to be closing in right behind him. Let's see if he's going to be throwing out a grenade or something, because he certainly needs to do that. If he doesn't, it is going to be quite hard for him to go towards get the chicken dinner for himself. He is going to be healing up right now, though. Maybe he thinks the last player is not inside of the zone or something. And it looks like Nitesh is going to be making his move, and Mutant has spotted him out right now. But Nitesh also has a good idea of where Mutant is. Maybe one of these players are going to be priming up a grenade, trying to throw that onto one of those rocks, and that might just spell the chicken dinner right there. And it looks like Nitesh is trying to get on top of that rock so he can get a better angle on how to throw the grenade or something. But it looks like, this rock is going to be the only thing between all of these players. And it looks like Nitesh is going to be firing on top onto those grasses right there. The grenade is going to be there. The grenade is not going to be dealing any damage to Nitesh right there. But the Molotov, though, the same cannot be said for that. The Molotov might just flush him out of that rock. But no, the Molotov is also sadly misplaced. And we see Nitesh right there. He's going to be shooting at the edge of those rocks, trying to get a better angle. But it looks like the third Molotov, the third grenade getting thrown out by Mutant might just spell the deal. But no, that is also a little bit out of place. Maybe Mutant needs to just say screw it and just charge in, because things are not really working out. Maybe Mutant is out of maybe Mutant is out of grenades or something like that. But Nitesh, I believe he has not really used any of the grenades. And you do see Nitesh, he is trying to look for another kill. But no, it looks like Nitesh is making the mistake of his life, and Mutant is going to be getting that chicken dinner. So 3 individual people who got the chicken dinners in this game. Mutant with 3 kills is going to be getting that chicken dinner, while Nitesh with 3 kills also is going to be there onto the second place. A little bit sad for him. I believe he should have used a grenade or something. Maybe he did not have any, but that is quite sad that he went down the way that he did. Over at third place, we have Reaper Zeus right there. And over at fourth place, we have I Am Sam with 1 kill. And it is pretty good that I Am Sam is still, over at the top 6 or something, because I believe he does not have even though he did place fourth over here, I believe since he did top the leaderboard, he has a really good chance of still being on top of the scoreboard. But it feels like he probably needed to have like 2 or 3 more kills to probably secure that the surefire position over qualifying to the next round. But it looks like things are going to be quite hard for people to deal with. We'll only know how it is going to be turning out once the overall stats is going to be calculated, which will be done in a little while. But what you can do for that is to go ahead and participate in the giveaway down below, because in about 5 more minutes we will let you guys know who is going to be the winner of the giveaway, and also the players who are going to be qualifying for the next round. So don't really go anywhere. Grab yourself some popcorn, buckle up your seatbelts, because this is going to be ISRL PUBG Mobile, and we are going to be seeing who are going to be going towards the next round, and also who's going to be the lucky winners who are going to be getting that 600 UC cash.
We don't need a word to speak.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be seeing the scoreboards for the cumulative points and also the individual points for match number 3 in just a little bit. But before that, go ahead and like Playtonia's Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram, so you guys get to know what we are up to, and also you guys can get to participate in a lot of other tournaments. We don't only have PUBG Mobile, we have other games like CS:GO, Dota 2, and also maybe FIFA, so stuff like that. So don't really miss out on that. We have a wide variety of games that we are going to be hosting tournaments for, and you guys don't really deserve to miss out on any of that. So just follow us on our social media handle, and you guys will be updated on all of that. And also in a little while, we're also going to be revealing the winners of the giveaway, 600 UC cash for 2 lucky winners. So this is going to be pretty good right now. And ladies and gentlemen, in a little while we are going to be getting into the stats. So don't just waste any time. Buckle up your seatbelts and grab yourself some popcorn, because match number 3 stats are out right now. And we see Mutant, he is going to be on top of that with 115 points. Nitz over at second place with 110 points. Praveen L with 100 points over at third place. I Am Sam with 90 points. Trap Trick with 90 points also is going to be sharing the fourth place. Gautam Kumar with 85 points, and Ricky Sama with 70 points, while Sukriji and Honeyone Official are going to be sharing the place with 65 points, while Deadshock X is going to be at the bottom of the top 10 with 55 points. So this is looking to be quite good. And in a little bit, we are going to be seeing who has qualified for the next round as the points are gonna accumulate. And my prediction is probably gonna be that I am Sam is gonna be on top of that stats. And let's actually see that. Yes, he is. He is gonna be on top with 290 points. And Nitz with 245 points over at second place. Ricky Sama over at third place with 240 points. While Praveen L with 205 points and Alec with the 195 points. Harshit Jindal and Fate Mutant are going to be sharing that place with 185 points each. Gautam Kumar with 175 points. Sam D with 170, while Renesis is going to roll with a humble 165 points. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the people who qualified for the next round of ISRL PUBG Mobile. But we are not done with the winners yet, because we are going to be revealing the winners of the giveaway. And by the way, the winners will be getting 600 UC cash each. So if you guys actually missed out on this giveaway, don't really worry about it, because we're also going to be doing that tomorrow. So go ahead and tune on to our live stream. And if you don't know when we are going to be streaming, just hit the bell icon so you can actually get updated on how that is going to be going on. And without any further ado, we are going to be seeing who is going to be the winner of this giveaway. So let's get the drums rolling, and we see the winners of the 600 UC cash giveaway are going to be Gautam Verma and Prateek Verma. Okay, Verma Brothers right here. So go ahead and, message us on our Facebook, or, just write us a mail at support@playtonia.com, and you will be made sure that you get that 600 UC cash. And, my advice to you is probably spend a lot on the cosmetics and not a lot on the planes, because it just gets a little bit tiring to see the planes again and again. Maybe, get that really fancy skin that PUBG Mobile is offering right now, and I believe they are giving out a lot of content a lot more regularly these days. So, keep an eye on that and make sure that you get the best cosmetics for yourself. And don't waste that any on the gun skins or something, because nobody really cares about any of that. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our round number two, match number two. But we are not done with our PUBG Mobile streams, because we are going to be doing that consecutively for a few more days. And just, you guys, all you have to do is tune into the stream, just enjoy all of the content that you're getting, all of the entertainment that you're getting, support us on our esports ventures, and also get yourself a chance to win that 600 UC cash, because we are going to be doing that on every one of our streams. So with that being said, I guess this is time for me to sign off. And grab yourself some popcorn, buckle your seatbelts, and prepare yourself. Prepare a bucket of popcorn for yourself tomorrow, so you guys actually have something left to enjoy the stream with. And with that being said, this is Oldbear, also known as Siddarth Prashanth, and I'm going to be signing off right now.
We don't need a much to speak. need to talk. S-I-L-E-N-T, we don't need a words to speak. S-I-L-E-N-T, let your body set you free. S-I-L-E-N-T, follow me, I'll take the lead. We don't need a words to speak.